How to blazon a coat of arms. In this presentation I will focus mainly on the shield rather than the entire achievement of arms. What is a blazon? A blazon is a concise, formal written description of a coat of arms using heraldic terminology. A coat of arms is defined by its blazon and may be rendered in different ways so long as the renderings conform to the blazon. The parts of the shield. On the top of the shield is chief, the middle is fess, and the bottom is base. When you look at a shield on a piece of paper or on a computer screen, the side on your left is dexter and the side on your right is sinister. Now if you were carrying the shield, it would be reversed. The division of the field. There are several possible ways that the field can be divided, including an undivided field, per pale, meaning in half vertically, per fess, meaning in half horizontally, per bend, meaning in half diagonal from left to right, or I should say from dexter to sinister, per bend sinister, which is in half diagonally the other way, per saltire, which is in quarters by an X, per chevron, which is a division along a chevron-shaped line on the shield, and quarterly, in which the shield is divided into 4 quarters. Normally, quarterly is used primarily when combining 2 or more coats of arms into one. If the field is undivided, only its tincture is mentioned in the blazon. Now the following tinctures in heraldry are known as colors: red or gules, blue or azure, green or vert, purple or purpure, orange or tawny, black or sable. Now the words that are used to describe the colors might seem a bit unusual, but the reason it's done that way in a blazon is because long years ago blazons used to be written in the language of Norman French, and that's where those unusual words for the colors come from. Now the following tinctures are known as metal. These tinctures are called metals because they represent the metals gold and silver on a coat of arms. There's white, which represents silver and is called argent. Yellow, which represents gold and is called or. Now, an important rule of heraldry is the rule of tincture. Colors should not be placed on top of other colors, and metals should not be placed on top of other metals. The reason for this is so that the design will have good contrast and will be highly and easily visible. Now, the ordinaries. Many coats of arms have ordinaries, although not all coats of arms have them. The common ordinaries are the chief, which is a band across the top of the shield, the fess, which is a band across the middle of the shield, the pale, which is a vertical band down the middle of the shield, the chevron, which looks like the roof of a house or an inverted V, the saltire, which is a big X across the shield, the bend, which is a band going from dexter to sinister diagonally across the shield, the cross, which is a cross, a big cross on the shield, the bend sinister, which is a band going diagonally across the shield from sinister to dexter, the opposite direction of the bend. The pile, which is a large triangle pointing down from the top of the shield, the pal, which is a Y-shaped symbol on the shield, and the border, which is a border around the edge of the shield. Steps in Blazonry. The first step, describe the division of the field, the background of the shield. Step 2, state the tinctures or tincture of the field. If the field is undivided, start by stating its tincture. Mention the ordinary if there is one. If there are charges on the ordinary, preface its mention with the word on. Step 4. Mention the charges that surround the ordinary, if there are any. Charges on the dexter side are mentioned before those on the sinister, and those in chief are mentioned before those in base. Describe the charges on the ordinary itself, if there are any. Now this is a quick example of a blazon. The blazon for this coat of arms is as follows. Purple, azure, and argent. On a chief gules, above 2 lions rampant, countercharged, 3 mullets, argent. First thing mentioned is the division of the field and its colors. Next, the ordinary is mentioned, prefaced by the word on, indicating that there are charges on it. And then next is mentioned the 2 lions, countercharged. Countercharged means opposite colors. And then finally the charges on the ordinary are mentioned, 3 mullets or stars, argent. And that is a very basic description of how to blazon the shield of a coat of arms.